Hello everybody, welcome back to Movie Time. It's 1980. It's John Carpenter. No, it's not Halloween. You're close though. It's The Fog. The Fog doesn't take place in Halloween that I'm aware of, but it does star Jamie Lee Curtis. So, who knows? Who knows? Watch out for masked men. I've never seen this movie. I've never even seen a trailer for it. Nobody has ever recommended it to me. I'm expecting an average movie, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. And remember, the difference between mist and fog is that fog is thicker. I think, unless I mixed that up. One of them is thicker than the other. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. I can already hear the 80s. Starting with a Poe quote. Good. No.
11:55. Enough time for one more story. One more story before 12.
A ghost story.
Just to keep us warm. 100 years ago, in the waters around Spivey Point, a small clipper ship drew toward land. Suddenly, out of the night, the fog rolled in. And then they saw a light. It was a fire on the shore, strong enough to penetrate the swirling mist.
Mist? You mean fog?
But it was a campfire, like this one.
Ooh.
The ship crashed against the rocks. The wreckage sank. But it is told by the fishermen that when the fog returns to Antonio Bay, the men at the bottom of the sea will rise up and search for the campfire.
Oh, jeez. Get out of here, kids.
12 o'clock.
You've put these kids in danger, sailor man. I don't know, if a ship comes up to these and sank, all the sailors would be just like, hey, we're on the beach. Let's get out of here. Let's get out. This is our stop. Must be very rocky around here. Looks like a beach to me. They should have just swum to shore. Shouldn't they? Those kids, they're not going to sleep tonight. They're going to have nightmares about old ghost fishermen coming to get them.
It's 12 midnight, and we've just started into the witching hour. This is Stevie Wayne, and I'll be here right up until about 1 o'clock.
I kind of... Oh, we've seen her in a Twilight Zone episode recently. I want a radio station like that to listen to, but they turned it off. Janet Leigh, that was the other name I was trying to think of. All the famous people in the movie.
I'm all through, Father. I won't need you until 4 tomorrow, Bennett. Would you like something to keep you warm on the way home?
No,
No, thank you.
that's okay.
Father, can I get paid?
I'm driving.
Why don't you come in at 6 instead of 4? Yes, sir.
Why? Because he's not paying them? I don't know.
Bennett?
You forgot your radio, Bennett.
Hello?
It's just the fog at the window. What was that? What are we looking at? Is that a book that came out of the wall? 1880. A journal. 100 years ago. 100 years. Tells the story of the pirate story.
It's 59 degrees outside, and let me be the first to wish Antonio Bay a happy birthday. We're 100 years old today.
Wait a second. They're 100 years old? This town is 100 years old? Today? Isn't today the day that the ship smashed across the rocks and everybody perished? We founded a town on that very day. Wow, what a day. A lot going on, you know? people founding a town, people perishing in the bay, priests hiding their journal in a wall, and yeah, all sorts of things. It's kind of a jazzy station, you know. It's not that kind of radio station I want. This is what I want. It doesn't exist, I don't think, but this is what I want. I want to turn on the radio at night and it kind of be a kind of a ghost story sort of vibe to it. I want the presenters to be in that sort of strained, kind of a mood about it. You know? Not quite a Twilight Zone mood, but sort of a mood as if something eerie is going on. You know, and the music was sort of vibey as well. I'd listen the hell out of that. If I had a radio. I have internet radio. Anyway, if something like that exists, tell me. I can find it. There's this cool website where you can, like, there's a cool website that you can go to, and you can listen to radio from any point on the planet. Any station, any point on the planet that's broadcasting, I think, more or less. If you want to know what that is, I'll find it for you. Anyway, you didn't come here to listen to me, blah blah. Well, maybe you did.
I think the weatherman's been working too hard. And I'm inviting you to stay here with me.
Her voice is perfect for the sort of radio I'm looking for. The music, not so much, but her voice. Oh, remember the hospital in Halloween that had no lights? Charles Cyphers. He was in something we saw. Halloween, maybe? It's the ghosts. They're coming for their change. Who needs lights? Isn't that right? When you've got the juice shelf, you're just putting it back? Okay. I guess electricity costs money, you know? How does he know what to sweep, though? You know what we should do? Turn off all the lights in the beer and the juice section and just turn on the main light. You don't get paid enough for this, dude. What is it, a 4.5? This has been the longest 4 minutes of my life. I'm having fun with it, though. Freaking ghosts. There's no fog. It's just ghosts. Don't worry, I'll turn it all down for you. I've turned it down for me.
This is KAB, Antonio Bay, California. 6 minutes after midnight. Haven't heard from the weatherman yet.
Did you hear?
So I can't say for sure about that rain.
Did you feel that quake?
There's a full moon and no clouds in the sky. I'll be here playing music all through the witching hour.
Great. Do not stop to pick anybody up. Not a person? A ghost?
Hi.
How far are you going?
Other side of town.
No,
It's close enough.
it's Jamie.
Make it?
Yeah. Thank you.
There's a madman after me.
Sip.
Can I ask you something? Are you weird?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I am.
Yes, ma'am.
Weird.
Yes.
You're weird. Thank God you're weird. The last run I had was so normal it was disgusting.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You
I'm
sure?
fine. I think so.
What the hell was...
It's exactly 12 minutes after midnight. And this is Stevie Wayne, your night
Let's get
light,
out of here.
around until about 1 o'clock. I'm high tonight in the KAB lighthouse on Spivey Point. Now there's a celebration planned for tonight. Hi, Dan. What have you got?
I thought you were off work at 8.
I changed shifts so I can make it to the big party tonight. Will you be there?
Until I can talk someone else into giving up city life for Antonio Bay, I'm it.
Too much work.
Well, that's what I get for owning a station.
She owns it.
I've got a position on a trawler about 15 miles out. And I've got something on my scope. Appears to be a fog bank.
Ooh, fog.
About 25 miles out, moving in their direction.
Finally.
Ahoy, mateys. This is KAB Antonio Bay. Stevie Wayne here, beaming a signal across the sea. And keep a watch out for that fog bank heading in from the east.
Gotta love the groove.
He's crazy. There's no fog bank out there.
There's no
Who you
fog.
know about her?
She owns that lighthouse.
Oh, look, there's some fog. You see it now, don't you, mister?
Hey, there's a fog bank out
She
there.
owns the whole lighthouse?
Let's go back.
Are we on a boat? So you don't believe in ghost stories, do you, dude? Oh, there's lights in it as well.
What was it?
Let's get the hell out of here. I have a question. Just a small little question. See, this is why the 80s is so different to nowadays. All those kids, you know, they were what, 10, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10. They're all out listening to ghost stories, fair enough. At midnight, with this crazy pirate man, this crazy sailor. No parents anywhere in sight. Ah, the 80s. And the 70s. This was made in 1980. A different time, right? A different time. No guardians, no nothing. Where are our kids? I don't know. At the beach, probably? Yeah, okay. We'll check on them in the morning. Sure. They know their way back. We gave him to old Pirate Pete. He seems like a trustworthy guy. He's like the Pied Piper. He brings them out to the beach, tells them ghost stories, and then chucks them in the water. Oh, I love this movie so far. Why did nobody recommend it to me? This is great. This is great. All you people who didn't recommend it to me, get out of here. Oh no!
It's a generator.
The generator! We're stuck out here, dude. What are we looking at? Is it the old ship? It's the old ship! It's a ghost ship!
Who's there?
Oh, somebody's on. Somebody.
Who is that?
Are they skeletons? They've got hooks. Oh. Ninjas with hooks and swords. These guys didn't do anything. There's one more guy though. He should just hide. Hide in the pooper, dude. Hide in the pooper. Ninjas hate the pooper.
Hell, it's right beside us.
No, dude, shut up. Glad I didn't memorize those people's names.
It's 12:43, and I've got 4 in a row for you.
There's a party,
Here
right?
On KAB.
Maybe I misunderstood. Ah, the hits of the 1980. Oh, what a view. Look at this beautiful view.
Nothing but water, Stevie. But it sure beats Chicago.
Yeah, but she has stories.
The fog bank has moved due west and probably missed the ship entirely.
I've got a wind blowing due east. Now, what kind of a fog moves against the wind?
A creepy one.
You're just a voice on the phone.
And you're just a voice on the radio. We'd make a perfect couple. You let me take you to dinner tonight up for a hotel. Good night.
Did he say he was going to take her to dinner tonight? It's 1 a.m.
Not bad.
Oh, hello.
It'll probably take me a month to get to Vancouver, and if I can stop.
Jeez. They hit it off quickly, didn't they, these two? Because it's still the same hour. It isn't 1 o'clock yet, so it took less than an hour for her to hitch a ride, find out that the guy isn't boring, then drive to his place, and looks like they're in bed together. Wow.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
What's your name?
Elizabeth.
Nick.
Nick and Elizabeth.
Hello, Nick.
Hi. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
It's okay, me neither.
They hit it off so fast. Is that a fogman? Or the landlord? I guess his car got all busted up, remember? When the glass smashed? So they had to stop some. Oh no, that looks like a fogman. Don't answer the door, Nick. Who knocks at 1 a.m.? Nick! Saved by the broken clock.
It's 1 o'clock straight up. The end of the witching hour and time for me to sign on.
Hey, there's nobody there. The witching hour is over. Can't catch you now. We're safe. It's daytime. Hey, little Billy. You going fishing? This is where they keep the bodies. Oh, something shiny. It's a gold doubloon. You'd know it was by the same composer, wouldn't you? It's got the same vibe as Halloween. Isn't this the radio station lady?
Look what I found.
Look, a piece of wood.
Sometimes you're a real pain.
Hit her with it.
Sure, Mom, but look it.
It's that old ship from 100 years ago.
I'm gonna go look for another one. Maybe this time I can get the gold coin.
Yeah, he's gonna build the whole ship. Dean.
Al said 7:30 right here.
Well, you know, Al probably got drunk last night. You're still out here
No,
sleeping
he
it
wouldn't
off.
do that.
Oh, these are the guys who died.
You worried too much, Nick.
Yeah.
Can I come along?
Thought you had to move on to Vancouver.
Eventually.
Yeah.
This looks like a little place in Ireland, actually. Not this part. This looks like Friday the 13th.
Oh, you have my notes.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we will pass out the candles and begin the procession.
Does it look okay?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
A work of art.
Just be civil to me for another 5 hours. That's all I ask. And the promotional material. Did you get that over to Stevie at the
Sealed
lighthouse?
and delivered.
Sandy, you can be a very annoying person at times, but you do keep me together.
Yeah. You pay me enough. LMKUU.
Be on the lookout for the seagrass. A 30-foot trawler, last seen approximately 15 miles east of Spivey Point.
It's just floating out there, isn't it? Before I forget, on that radio in the car, LMKUU. What do those letters stand for? I'm thinking long wave, medium wave, K. Maybe you know. Maybe you know. What do they stand for? You know, the UU is just them for. Yeah, they just gave up. They gave up. Like it, they won't need these two down back here. Maybe you can program them for specific stations. You're like, I like this one. I like that one. Put them on you. Put them on you. Okay. What's going on with that woman and her aide? Are we having a big a big party to celebrate the 100 years? Maybe it's tonight. Maybe it's tonight. Just floating there.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna find a lot of bodies.
Well, if I can just get through the speeches without yawning. I couldn't sleep last night. My dog started to bark at 12 last night and didn't stop until 6 this morning. He was pointed toward the ocean and growling. What does that tell you?
Ghosts.
Suddenly, my car alarm went off for absolutely no
Yeah, it was very noisy.
Really?
Take this line, too. Cabin and steering house are empty.
There's water in the generator.
But the deck is dry as the bones.
I'm getting seasick just watching this. Where are we going?
My next project, restoration of the Morgantown Road Cemetery.
The old church.
Better get the estimates ready for the council meeting next month.
Yes, ma'am.
The only person I know who can make yes, ma'am sound like screw you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You know,
This place is falling apart. There's books in the walls.
Father Malone!
It's pretty beautiful in here.
You try to study and I'll look up front. Father Malone?
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I have something to show you.
Do you want to take her confession first? Is this one of his ancestors?
December 9.
Because Malone is his name, right? And the name on the diary is also Malone. His great-great-great-great-grandfather? Also a priest? How does that work? I guess priests can have children.
He stood in the shadows to prevent me from getting a clear look at his face. What a vile disease this is. He is a rich man with a cursed condition.
What? I don't think they'd be patient enough to sit there and listen to whatever he's talking about.
Every single gauge is broken.
No sign of any bodies.
All the glass is shattered.
Roger, something?
Last night. Yeah.
And his clock.
Yeah.
Ghost safe glass.
Thermometer's broken. Mercury's stuck at 20 degrees.
He wants to move off Tangier Island and relocate the entire colony just north of here. He has purchased a clipper ship, the Elizabeth Dane, and asks only for permission to settle here, with my revulsion at the thought of a leper colony only a mile distant.
Oh, leper. That's why he was in shadow. Will she have to change her speech based on this new information?
We drank a lot of beer last night.
Yeah, every night. She was clean 2 nights ago. I checked her out myself, and now it's as if she's been turned over in the water.
From midnight until 1 o'clock, we planned the death of Blake and his comrades. I tell myself that Blake's gold will allow the church to be built, but it does not soothe the horror that I feel.
Did they set up the trap with the lights and the campfire and stuff?
I'm sorry.
What for?
Things seem to happen to me. I'm bad luck.
What do you mean?
I don't believe in luck. Good or bad.
I think I'll go to Vancouver now.
Oh, dead body!
April 21st, the deed is done. Blake followed our false fire on shore, and his ship broke apart on the rocks off
They
Spivey.
killed them all.
We were aided by an unearthly fog that rolled in as if heaven sent, although God had no part in our actions tonight.
This whole place is cursed.
I couldn't read any further.
Your grandfather had a way with words.
Grandfather.
Our celebration tonight is a travesty.
Look at this beautiful. This is a beautiful place. Yeah, she's gonna have to change her speech. Talk about the leprosy and how we killed a bunch of people and how we deserve our fate.
Side 1, KAB promos and lead-ins. More music on top of the world. KAB 1340.
Ah, look. There's a little house. Oh, you get a lot of exercise go up and down from here, wouldn't you? Wouldn't the lighthouse be better up though? You know, you could see it from further away. Maybe it's better to be closer to the rocks.
Fabulous 1340 KAB Antonio Bay.
It's pretty clear, isn't it, that they couldn't afford to pay for any music whatsoever in this movie? John had to do it all himself. He's like, I'll take care of the music, I'll take care of the... We'll just play some random stuff, instrumental stuff, you know? Get some old tapes from the 1940s, 1930s. Don't worry about it, we won't have to pay for anything. Although they did have that groove. I appreciated the groove during the weather report. But where are the hits? Where are the disco hits? Where are the Bee Gees? What's her name? I only know Nick and Elizabeth so far. Everybody else's names I've forgotten. We got the Ninja Fog people. Radio Lady. Little Billy. Fishing for Pirate's Treasure. Yeah, Petey the pirate. He actually has a name. He was named, but I've forgotten again. I can't believe she's carrying this with her. She brought it all the way to the radio station.
When did you find it?
Last night, after midnight.
That's the same time the rest of the town fell apart.
Yeah.
Are you going to give the benediction tonight, Father?
Antonio Bay has a curse on it.
You gotta give the benediction.
We're leaving now, Father. Will you be all right?
Thanks for the stories.
I think you're taking all of this much too seriously.
We're all cursed. All of us.
Doomed. If you will. Doomed. See you later. No benediction tonight. Oh, seawater.
Something that one lives with like an albatross around the neck. A plumbing stone, by God.
Ooh! What is that? 6 must die. We've already killed 3, though. Do those 3 count?
How can a man drown and not touch the water? He had water in his lungs?
Maybe he gargled it.
See his eyes?
Yeah, I saw his eyes.
Andy! The telephone!
Oh, his name is... Shit, what was it? Andy?
Andy, where did you get that piece of driftwood?
I told you, Mama, it was on the beach this morning.
Yeah.
Don't pick up anything else off the beach.
But...
It didn't belong to anybody.
Good mom.
I know, honey. It's all right. I just don't want you to pick up anything else unless you come and get me first, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Andy, promise me you won't leave the house tonight. I love you, Andy.
What do you think this is? 2023?
Bye.
It's the 80s, Mom. Frickin' Mom. It's KAB radio. All our tapes are broken, so I'm just gonna be singing.
Ahoy, mateys. This is Stevie Wayne, your nightlight.
Yeah.
I've lined up some tunes to help you celebrate the 100th birthday of Antonio Bay.
Nondescript tunes. Nobody can sue us for using this one. Smooth radio.
Evidence of deep penetrating wounds in each ocular
Don't
orbit.
get stuck up.
You want to wait out front?
His eyes were like...
I'd rather wait here with you.
Talk to you a minute.
It looks like murder. Yeah. Don't look at the dead body, Elizabeth.
Now he's lying in there on the table looking like he's been underwater for a month.
Don't look at him. Laurie, don't do it. She can't help herself.
It just got cold in here.
See, the water acts like ice.
She's just a hitchhiker, by the way. She's just tagging along on the... Because she has the hots for Nick.
The whole body would take a year to decompose.
He's not dead. He's no man. Isn't that what Loomis was shouting? Elizabeth! You're not allowed to attack till the witching hour, dude. He broke the rules. She needs to get on a bus to Vancouver. Stat. 3. Ah, the foghorns. I like the shots of the beach.
Well, the wreckage of that beautiful ship upon our coast was, of course, a tragedy. It still was the catalyst that brought together all of the people of this wonderful area.
Yeah.
They formed the charter for Antonio Bay.
Yeah. We didn't kill them. There's no evidence.
I searched a long time for this one. I hope you remember it.
I remember it. Some tune.
Hope no one else gets lost out there in the fog.
Don't go outside during the witching hour.
I'll be right back.
Get rid of all glass in your homes.
You just mentioned something now on the radio about the fog.
It's coming in. It's rolling in. Mist doesn't roll. Only fog rolls.
I saw the fog last night. It was glowing. Is that the wind was moving due east, and the fog just kept moving west.
Yeah, it was going the other way.
Hold on.
I've got some more birthday music for you, and a few other surprises, and I'll be ready to check in with the weatherman.
Yeah, it's really catchy music you're playing.
The weatherman will be ready to check in with you.
Jeez, he's really got the hots for the lighthouse lady, doesn't he? But the fog will get him. Because he's too horny.
Your girlfriend on the radio has been talking about you.
I came in tonight just to keep her happy.
You can tell them all about that big fog bank moving in the southeast there. Well, you'll see it.
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
It's huge.
See you tomorrow.
Nobody believes in lights in this town.
I gotta make a run out to the lighthouse in Spivey Point. Wanna come?
Oh, sure. Yeah, 3 main characters in the same spot.
KB.
Hi, sweetheart. I couldn't spend an evening without you. Another fog bank.
Where?
Everywhere.
Should be here at the weather station in 5-10 minutes.
Oh, he's... that's how long he has left.
The Tri-County Weather Station reports a fog bank moving southeast along the coast. Repeating. Upsallville Road.
Did we miss her turn? Are we responding to her weather forecast? What was that about?
Dan, where's the fog now?
It should be right outside my door now.
Yeah, it should be here. I hear a knocking on my chamber door. Edgar Allan Poe, look it up.
I can see it.
Now, what is the big deal? You've seen fog once, you've seen it for life.
Oh, there's something different about this fog.
It's glowing.
It glows.
Glows?
Look behind you.
The lights went out.
Oh, shit, dude.
What the hell's that?
Someone's smoking.
Dan, what is it?
Someone's smoking in the break room.
Dan, listen to me.
Hold on,
I gotta check something
out.
out.
Check this out.
Well,
Dan!
Dan's dead.
Dan, stay on the phone!
He's dead.
Someone's at the front door, sweetheart, playing a stupid joke.
Dan, stay away from the door!
Why is she so freaked out about the fog? Does she suspect the fog is going to kill him? Somehow? She's right, but how can she be so sure? Now, by my count, that's 4 people. So we only have to kill 2 more, and we're good. How can she know that the fog is killing people?
And it is up to us to keep their kind of spirit
Yeah.
alive.
They didn't kill anybody. Nobody killed anybody.
Sheriff David Sims, please contact KAB immediately.
The fog is killing people. The fog. Oh no, it's gonna get the telephone lines.
Hello?
It knows. It knows. Oh no, the substation. The whole power to the whole county is gonna go out. Why are Nick and Elizabeth coming to the lighthouse, by the way?
Single file, don't push, take your time.
There'll be no benediction. The priest said he hates you. He's not coming.
Andy?
Hey! What's that now?
Oh, the fog's coming for them in the house. Get away from any glass surfaces. Is she getting the generator going so she can warn Andy?
Andy! Andy, get out of the house!
I think maybe we better close all the windows, Andy.
Someone listen to me! My son is trapped! 887 White Beach Lane, my son is trapped by the fog! Andy, get out!
I'm not going to that house. The fog is there. Why would I go there?
Wow, look at that.
Pretty neat, eh,
Are
Andy?
your windows all closed?
Yes, ma'am.
That could be your mother right now trying to get in.
Please, someone! My son is trapped!
I need to stop it. She's so certain about this. She's so certain that the fog is specifically coming for her son. You know? In her house. Screw the rest of the town. You know? Screw it. I know she overheard her weatherman friend getting brutally killed by the fog, but I don't know. I know she's sending a radio message. You gotta get over there. The fog has my son trapped. I'm not going over there, lady. The fog kills people. Please go over there and get it. I love this movie. This movie is just great in all the right ways, you know? You know what I mean? Anyway, Nick, Elizabeth, where are you going again? Oh geez, they won't be safe from the fog in this car. All the glass is broken. Maybe they can intervene.
I want you to go to your room.
Let's stay together.
Yes, right?
Do you think she's gonna get killed by the fog? Why would she open the door? Oh well. Oh well. Maybe it's the milkman. Late delivery.
Go to your room.
Okay.
He's gonna miss the murder. Well, that's 5 by my count. They just have to get Andy and they're done.
This is cool, Bridge.
100 more years apiece.
My son is trapped. 887 White Beach.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Here's Johnny. Here's Johnny.
My son is trapped.
Go on, Nick. You can get him. Too late, Fogman. You can't get him. Go, 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 go. Yeah, go back. Go back so you can go forward. See you later, fog people. Stupid fog people. Move too slow. Well, who next?
Another 5 or 10 minutes, everyone will have seen the statue.
Oh, that's who she is. That's who she is. The aged lady. She was one of she was in Halloween. She was one of the teenagers in that movie. You know, who I was like, this woman is supposed to be still in high school. Yeah, she was one of those. She was one of Laurie's friends. I knew I recognized her. I was like, what movie do I recognize her from? Of course it's got to be Halloween. You know? Did she survive that movie? I don't know. Will she survive this one? Yeah, we're only going to kill one more person. I think. Or maybe they're going to kill everybody? Who would you kill? This lady here? Janet? The priest? I think Andy is pretty safe. Nick, maybe? Nick can go down in a blaze of glory. I feel like at least one more person does have to die, though.
Andy, I don't even know if you can hear me. I'm sorry that I didn't come for you, that I wasn't there.
Mommy loves you.
Andy, please understand. I have to stay here.
Why? The radio needs me.
Feel like listening to some music?
Sure.
What are they playing?
It's moving faster now. Up Regent Avenue.
Nothing. Change the station. Put on some classic rock.
Just hitting the outskirts of town. Clay Street.
It's coming.
Nick!
Why are we driving into town? Get out of there. Go to Vancouver.
It's moving down 10th Street. Close your windows. There's something in the fog.
How do you know, lady?
If you can get out of town, get to the old church.
I'm going to keep driving. I'm not stopping at any church. I'm going to keep going. Till dawn.
Get to the old church. It's the only place left to go.
Hey, they got there pretty quickly.
Where is it? Right behind us in the driveway.
The fog can't get into the church. God won't let it. We can throw holy water at it. Holy water beats seawater.
Can't hide any longer.
Well, we have to
No matter
try.
where we go, it will find us.
We're doomed.
Is there a basement or cellar?
Come on, Father.
Study and back. I'll show you the way.
Come on.
You gotta save these people, Father. Your grandfather was part of it. You gotta do it. Do it for Andy. Do it for little Andy.
The fog is sweeping inland.
Towards the church. Oh, it's coming for you too.
Where's the journal?
It's in there. It can do us no good now.
It's all we've got.
Get back.
What's Nick doing? Going for the book? What's Nick's Nick? How does Nick what? He's like, I'm gonna get the book. It's our only chance. Well, this generator won't last long. Once the seawater gets into it.
They've come back for the 6 original conspirators.
Here's one more. What are they doing? Just because they're wrecking the place doesn't mean you have to wreck the place too. Maybe we buried some gold in the walls. She just went outside into the fog. A gold cross. Just give it to him. Here, Andy, do you want to carry this out for me? The power of gold Christ compels you. Is she on top of the lighthouse? They can't get you up there.
This is your goal, Blake.
My grandfather stole it from you.
He's got red eyes.
I'm the sixth conspirator. I'm Father Malone. Take me.
Do you think they would have gone away if they'd killed Andy? Kick him off! Kick him off! They have no grip. Did she just get... She's okay. I thought they got her. Oh, a swamp creature. Can't see anything. Nothing at all. Something's going on at the top of the lighthouse. Is he gonna burn him? Priest is going to a better place. Oh, Nick is saving him. Fix all our glass, you stupid ghost pirates. They weren't pirates. Well, back to our normal lives, I guess. Hey, you're still on the clock. Get back to the radio. Play some tunes.
It's going away.
Yep. All the people in the town didn't have to worry. Even though the fog was encompassing everybody, they just wanted to go to their church, which was apparently the only safest place in town.
I don't know what happened to Antonio Bay tonight. Something came out of the fog and tried to destroy us.
Yeah.
To the ships at sea who can hear my voice, look across the water into the darkness. Look for the fog.
No, we're all good. We gave them their gold cross back. We're fine. The curse is broken.
Why not me?
Why did they spare you? Maybe they didn't spare him. Maybe he's still gonna get got. Here. One more guy to get. Nick got in the way, you see. Now we're good. Now we're even. Right. Cyphers, that guy, the weatherman guy, he was the sheriff in Halloween. That's who he was in Halloween. I couldn't quite place him in my brain. So that was The Fog. It was a very entertaining movie. It was a bad movie when it comes to certain things. Like, it was terrible when it came to certain writing and plot decisions. Like, really bad. Like, funny bad. It did some good things. It built some atmosphere. The music was fine. Had that John Carpenter feel. Made it feel like Halloween a bit. Built some tension. That was good. Some of the shots were beautifully shot. Some of the shots of the beach and the shots of all the stuff, the cinematography stuff, and the little music stuff, and that all worked for the movie. Where it's let down is the characterization and the plot and the structure of it. None of the characters felt particularly fleshed out. It was hard to... We didn't get to know anybody, really, except for the radio station lady, whose name... I'm going to look it up, because I don't know what her name is. I know Andy, I know Nick, I know Elizabeth. What was her name? Stevie. Her name was Stevie. She was the main character, because she was a commonality across all the different other characters, because she was on the radio all the time. So we got to know her more than anybody. One change I would make in the movie is to give her... She has a great radio voice. I like the idea of her radio station. I love the vibe she's giving out. I hated all the music she was playing. I hated all of that nondescript nonsense music. It had a bit of a vibe to it, instrumental stuff, old-timey stuff. That can work. That sort of thing can work, but it needs to be different. Whatever the choices they made were not good ones, I would say, for the music she was playing. Now, John Carpenter's score, which was very much like Halloween, that did kind of work. It kind of takes you out of it a bit, because you're like, ooh, careful, Laurie. You know, having Jamie Lee Curtis in the movie. That's funny too. Actually, a lot of the Halloween, like at least three Halloween people were in this movie. I would say that I enjoyed the first half more than I enjoyed the second half. The second half was very... when the fog attacks for the second time, all of that section isn't very interesting to watch. There's nothing to say about it. There's nothing interesting going on. It's just the fog is coming and we need to run away from it. That's all it is. And Stevie on the radio is just telling us where the fog is, screaming at us to get her son, you know, telling us to go to the church. And then the father has this epiphany. Oh, it's in the journal. We gotta get the journal. Everybody knows things in the movie that perhaps they only know because they read the script. You know, Stevie herself puts together that the fog is killing people. Like, I guess she overhears Dan. No, but she knows. She's telling Dan to stay away from the fog. Don't go to the door, don't. She's like super sketched about this fog. Before Dan gets killed at the weather station. So she thinks that the 3 people on that boat were killed by the fog. By something in the fog. She's so convinced of it that she's screaming at the weather guy. She's blaring out on the radio, "You gotta go to my son's house. The fog is going to get him. Anybody, get him, get him, get him." She's right. She's right, but she's so certain. And she's only certain because it's scripted that way. So the movie, the way it's scripted, takes you out of it because you're like, this is convenient. This is stupid. What is this? You know. The believability goes away, and the resolution, it kind of makes sense. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of it's a ghost story, you know. It's a ghost story. It's like a children's story, really. You know, 100 years ago, it even starts like a ghost story for children. 100 years ago, these people were wrecked against the rocks, and now they're going to get their revenge. All they wanted was gold, and to kill 6 people. But do you think they would have been happy with just killing 6 people without getting the gold back? I don't know. They wanted the 6 conspirators. They got the grandson of one of them. But what did Mrs. what was her name? Cobra? Mrs. Cobra? What was her name? You know, the one looking after Andy? Was she a conspirator? The 3 guys at sea, were they conspirators? They were going to kill Andy. He wasn't. He had nothing to do with it. Oh wow! I just had a glimpse. There's a remake. We'll talk about that in a second. Mrs. Coberts. Yeah, what did she ever do? She was just a nice lady, and we killed her. Hey, let's not forget that Elizabeth is just a hitchhiker. She wants to go to Canada, right? She's a, I don't know, photographer. She wants to sell her photographs or something. She meets Nick. Within an hour, they're sleeping together. Maybe. To not explicitly show him. And then she's just tagging along with him. Going out in the fishing boat to find his dead friends. Running from place to place, rescuing a boy, going to a church. She's having a wild few days, isn't she? But she says she's always been unlucky. And I choose to believe that she's Laurie Strode. I'm just going to say they're the same person. Oh, Tom Welling is in the remake? Superman. And Maggie Grace, I know that name. Oh, from Lost. From Lost. Who else is in it? Oh, Tom is Nick. Maggie is Elizabeth, okay. Selma Blair. That sounds... Is Stevie. Maybe they're just doing A shot-for-shot remake? Really? I don't really recognize any other names. Oh, the remake has 3.7 out of 10. Unbelievable. Let's do it. We're going to watch the trailer for the 2005 version. Let's break all the rules here. Let's break all the rules. Yeah.
I got something on my radar. Looks like a fog bank, and it's moving straight toward us.
Fog bank, yeah. Reusing.
Fog moves against the wind.
There's Stevie.
Elizabeth? What's wrong?
I keep seeing horrible things happening.
Oh, she has visions. That's new.
Go on, please.
Wreck her car up. Wreck her car. Smash it. Jesus. Get out of there.
What's happening?
There's the Landy.
Get off the island.
Why?
Just go. Somebody out here?
It's an island. Ew. Don't open your door, lady.
What the hell is that? Get out of there, come on!
I don't know, some kind of mist. Some kind of mist.
There's something in the fog! Nick!
Nick! Where's he gone?
Nick!
He's in the fog, Elizabeth. Wow. 3.7, everybody. We're not going to watch it. We're not going to watch it. I was asking how it could be worse. It can be worse by having pretty much the same movie, but I don't know, they're trying to amp up the effects maybe. See, what I would do if I was remaking it. One, I'd go back to 1980. One, I'd go back a year later, right? We're going to remake it back then. So we're going to have the same budget. We're going to have the same sort of feel to it. All we do is make more likable characters. Flesh them out a bit more. And have more realistic plotting and structure to the movie. Like, Janet Leigh was in the movie for no reason. Take her out of it. She does not need. She's there because she's from Psycho, right? That's the only reason she's in the movie, because she's famous for being in Psycho. But her character is pointless, and her aide is pointless, and their little back and forth, funny little, kind of bickering. Like that whole part of the movie can be just ripped out of it, and we get 10 minutes of time to do other things, get to know other characters, or the ones that we already have, get to know them a bit better. So that's one change. Two, there's some scenes that have no purpose. There's a scene where Stevie is driving up to where the lighthouse is. She drives up there, we see her driving. She gets out of her car, she walks to where the radio station, no trespassing. She walks down to the lighthouse. I'm like, hey, look, it's down here. Wouldn't it be better up on the rocks? Maybe it should be better close to the sea, right? You remember all that. She walks to the lighthouse. She goes in the door. She walks up the stairs. Nothing happens. That's the whole scene. And then we cut to somebody else. What was that scene? Just to show where the lighthouse is and how she gets there? we could have cut that whole scene and done something else. You know? The next scene we see is a scene that moves the plot forward because she for some reason, her son gives her a piece of wood. She's like, you know what? I'm going to bring this piece of wood. I'm going to bring it to my workplace. I'm going to carry it all the way in my car, and then I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to bring it all the way in, down the steps. And then it starts bleeding seawater across all the tapes. God, they were annoying, weren't they? Those tapes of the KAB, you know, things that play during the commercials or something. That was just awful stuff. Really badly done. And but that was, yeah, when the Dane changed to 6 months die or something, or yeah, that was fun. That had a point. But yeah, lots of scenes in this movie didn't have a point. And that's why we can change them, you know. Like even at the start of the movie, the part that I liked I had to turn down the volume because we had these cool little radio things, you know, at a certain level of volume. Let's call it a 3. Dialogue at a 3, atmosphere at a 3, and then all the effects of sirens and alarms and signs being broken, and everything was just at a 10 or 11 or 12. And I had to turn down the movie because the audio balancing was all wrong. And I know it's to kind of shock you, but it's just grating. Remember the guy sweeping in darkness? So yeah. This movie reminded me of Friday the 13th. That's the level of dialogue that was in this movie. That's the level of... I enjoyed this movie the same as I enjoyed those Friday the 13th movies. Not on a, wow, this is a really great movie way. This is a funny to watch. The people are doing funny things. You know, there's pointless scenes. There's a lot going on. So, yeah. Anyway, that's how I would... There's a lot to improve, and I haven't given very many suggestions, but we can workshop it. We can make a good fog movie. But I'm glad I watched it. I had to watch it. Anyway, that's what I thought about The Fog. It was fun for a while. For a long while it was fun. Then it got goofy. Then it got stupid. I didn't care if anybody lived or died, really. I didn't. We didn't really get to know anybody. Like Nick, who is Nick? We spent a lot of time with Nick, but do you have a feeling for who that guy is? What he cares about? Anything? Why was Elizabeth tagging along with him? Just because she had the hots for him? You know? Why was she going out in that boat? She's hitchhiking. She's trying to get somewhere. Oh, I think I'll stop in this little town. Check out a murder mystery. Get chased by fog. Can you see the point of Janet Leigh's character at all? And her aide? And the vigil or anything like that? People with the candles? That went nowhere, right? That whole ceremony? All the people with the candles, they were just fine, right? They didn't have to worry about the fog. Nobody had to worry about the fog except for the main cast, who were all funneled towards the church. How about we just avoid the church and let them at it, and we'll be good. Or just get out of town. That was the funniest part. If you manage to get out of town, go to the church. It's the only place left. What are you talking about? What about the rest of America? You know? Maybe we are on an island. No, she's not hitchhiking on an island. Is she? Right. Thank you for watching. Thanks for recommending it to me. Nobody recommended it to me. I recommended it to me. I knew what I was getting myself into. And I loved every second of it. You can't tell me any different. I loved it. It's just the sort of movie I do enjoy watching. Any movie that you leave going, you know what? This is good and bad, and we can fix it, is a good movie to me. Any movie where I'm praising the acting and when I'm just praising it, boring. Just boring. I don't want your great movies. Okay, I'll be back next time with maybe not a recommendation, maybe a recommendation. Maybe something from 2022 or 23. Fun fact, I did actually start today a movie from last week, and then I was like, nobody will want me to watch this one. And I stopped it after 5 minutes. I'm not going to say what it was, but I was like, And then I went to this instead. See you later. Have a great weekend. Or week. What day is this?